Thank you to all of those who are just joining the show. We are discussing the mismanagement of California and how we think the voters of California should exercise their right to recall the governor, the mayor of Los Angeles, and the head of the Forestry and Fire Protection and CAL FIRE, who are responsible for fire protection in state-owned forests that provide emergency services in 36 of California's 58 counties. The governor opted to save the lives of the smelt fish over human lives. Let me start with this excerpt from the great I Have a Dream speech and apply to what we are facing in this country today. 100 years later, the taxpayer still languishes in the corners of American society and finds himself in exile in his own land. And so we've come here today to dramatize a shameful condition. In a sense, we've come to our nation's capital to cash a check. And this should be emphasized on the great Martin Luther King Day by exercising your right to protest injustices placed on you by filing a singular statewide tax exemption date on MLK, which is a mandated federal holiday. Anyways, why? Today, I'm standing here not as someone refusing to pay taxes, but as someone refusing to be extorted. Homie, don't play that. You know what I'm saying? G-fools don't know who they are talking to, and that's why I brought on a special guest today who we will introduce in a few minutes. So I've fulfilled my involuntary tax obligations, the ones the government requires by law. But where I draw the line is with extra taxes, the ones the government expects me to pay, without giving me the chance to make an informed decision. Why should I keep paying more when the government can't even be honest about where my money goes? They've used our hard-earned money to fund secret programs that have been weaponized against the very citizens who fund them. Against me. Against you. How is that fair? How is it legal for them to demand more of our money when they failed their responsibility to be transparent, accountable, and serve the people they swore to protect? It's not. Let me break it down for you. One, the Supreme Court's opinion in Flora versus United States. 362 U.S. 145, 1761960 is often quoted for the proposition that our system of taxation is based upon voluntary assessment and payment, not upon distraint. The term voluntary compliance, as used in Flora and in IRS publications, refers to our system of allowing taxpayers to determine the correct amount of tax that they should voluntarily comply with to pay tax and complete the appropriate